Apple has removed features people genuinely loved, replaced them with nothing, and then charged more for the phone anyway. Here is every major one: what it was, when it disappeared, and what Apple said when they took it. The 30-pin connector, 2012. The 30-pin connector launched in 2001 and ran for 11 years across hundreds of millions of devices. Docks, speaker systems, car adapters, alarm clocks, an entire accessory ecosystem built around one port. In 2012, Apple killed it for Lightning and sold a $29 adapter to connect your old stuff to your new phone. The adapter was roughly the size of the port itself. Phil Schiller called Lightning modern and the old connector ancient. He did not explain why modern cost $29 extra. Skeuomorphic UI, 2013. The original iPhone's Notes app looked like a yellow legal pad. The calendar had leather stitching. Game Center had green casino felt. Every app was pretending to be a physical object. In 2013, Johnny Ive took over design and removed all of it overnight with iOS 7. Flat colors, thin fonts, white backgrounds. The felt never returned. The home button, 2017. 10 years, one button. Press it to go home, double press for multitasking, hold for Siri, press to unlock with Touch ID. It worked when your screen was cracked, when your hands were wet, when you were wearing gloves. The iPhone X removed it in 2017 and replaced it with swipe gestures. Apple called it the future of the smartphone. People who needed to unlock their phone in the dark without looking called it something else. The Headphone Jack, 2016. The 3.5mm audio jack existed since 1878. 138 years of universal compatibility across every audio device ever made. Apple removed it from the iPhone 7 in 2016 and included Lightning EarPods and a $9 Lightning adapter as compensation. Phil Schiller explained the removal required, and this is a direct quote: courage. The word courage has never fully recovered. Apple now sells AirPods starting at $129. The timing remains suspicious. 3D Touch. 2019 3D Touch detected the difference between a light press and a firm press. Press lightly on a link to preview it, press firmly to open it, press firmly on the keyboard to turn it into a trackpad. Introduced in 2015, gone by 2019, replaced by haptic touch, which is just a long press with a vibration. Apple said it offered a similar experience. Users who had used 3D Touch disagreed. The pressure sensor layer was presumably redirected into making the phone 0.1 millimeters thinner. Charger and EarPods in the box, 2020. From 2007 to 2019, every iPhone box contained a charging cable, a power adapter, and EarPods. Basic, expected. Then, with the iPhone 12 in 2020, Apple removed the adapter and EarPods entirely. The stated reason was environmental. Smaller boxes, fewer shipping emissions, 2 million metric tons of carbon saved per year. Critics noted that Apple simultaneously continued selling adapters and EarPods separately. The environmental concern and the profit margin improvement arrived in the same very thin box. Physical SIM card slot, 2022. The SIM card let you swap your number between phones instantly by moving a physical card. 16 years on every iPhone. Gone from US models with the iPhone 14 in 2022, replaced by eSIM only. eSIM works well when your carrier supports it and you have internet access. It works less well when you are traveling internationally and want a local SIM. Apple kept the physical slot on iPhones sold outside the United States. No formal explanation was offered for the geographic difference. The physical mute switch, 2023. 16 years. Left side of the phone, flip down, silent. Flip up, sound, no screen required. Operable in your pocket, in the dark, mid-meeting without looking. In 2023, the iPhone 15 Pro replaced it with the Action button, a programmable button that can be set to mute, but requires a press rather than a toggle, meaning you can no longer confirm by touch alone whether your phone is muted. Apple called this an upgrade. The mute switch is now on the Apple Watch Ultra, which is either a tribute to its design or a storage location for features Apple no longer wants on the iPhone. Quick question: which removal still bothers you? Drop it in the comments. And if this made Apple's removal history make sense, the like button genuinely helps the channel. Apple removes features for 3 reasons. Sometimes it is genuinely forward-looking, sometimes it is financially motivated, and sometimes it is a mistake. The pattern across 20 years is that Apple announces each removal as progress, users protest loudly, and within 2 years most have adapted. Whether Apple was ahead of the curve or simply eliminated the alternative is the question the protests never fully answered. That is every Apple feature removed and never brought back. the 30-pin port, skeuomorphic design, the home button, the headphone jack, 3D touch, the charger in the box, the SIM slot, and the mute switch. Which one do you miss most? Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Click the video on screen right now and I'll see you there.